Hi guys, just got in from work. As you can see, I haven't got changed yet. I haven't got my jacket off yet. And obviously first port of call, checking on the koi. So open that, and as you can see, it is just starting to go dark. Nearly 4:45. Let's get this light on. Oh, that's bright. Okay, so just got in from work, and I've noticed I've had a parcel delivered, so I'll be going in shortly and opening that and seeing what we got. But quick update, pond at the moment is still at 12 degrees. I'm really pleased. Even having a couple of coldish nights, around to about 6 and 7, the pond is holding a really good temperature. It's a little dark, so let me just quickly spin you around and hopefully we can see what's going on. It's a little dark, but whether you can see or not, that is what's left of my watercress. They've absolutely demolished it. I've been pulling it out in the mornings and the night because temperatures are still up a little bit. I have upped their feed a little bit. They're now on 2. I've fed them twice yesterday. I think they've been fed twice so far, and they're still coming up for food. So because they're actually looking for food, I'm going to feed them again. So that'll be, I think it might be their 3rd feed today. So I want to do that now. Let's get some feed in there. Okay, a bit of food, and then reassess straight up. So they are actively looking for food. A lot more than I thought they would be around these temperatures. But obviously, as you see, they're all coming up. In fact, that one will last them along the way they're going, so I might give them a little bit more. Let me grab another handful. The way they're coming up for it. Sorry about that noise of the car going past. A little bit more. I think they're going to demolish that. But yeah, it's really starting to go dark now. So, as I said, at the moment we're at 12, and in the filter house at 17.6. So again, still holding some really good temperatures. Very happy with it. So yes, all good. Okay, so that's the feed done. I quickly want to do, got to do my filter, so I want to do clean my backy river, and have a quick check when they were done. May give the pod a clean. I think that's due a clean now. The pod could do with a clean, and possibly the upflow. I'll see how we go. I could probably do it again. So basically all my filters need doing. But I want to do them. Then we'll get inside and we'll have a look at this parcel that's been delivered, see what we got. And I want to say I've had a good response so far to the Q&As. I've had quite a few questions. I've had a quick glance through them, haven't read them all properly, but I've had a reasonably good, so far a good response. So hopefully towards the end of the week I'll have a really good response, and I'll sit down and then I'll go through some of the questions and answer them. So yeah, that's it for now. So let me finish these filters and let me get inside and we'll open this box. Okay guys, so it's been a little bit warmer inside, done all my filters, just everything's done. So this is the parcel I've had. I do know who it's from. I read the name on the label. But there's a letter on the front, so let's see what the letter says. It actually says, you can see that on the envelope, it says Bisley. It's a letter to Bisley. I need my glasses. I'm getting old now. Dear Bisley, first I would like to wish you a happy birthday on Thursday. That was Thursday just gone. I hope you get lots of treats and toys, as you all know he did. Thank you so much for your treats and tie. I was feeling a bit rough, but that cheered me up no end. Also, I have now discovered my new favourite tie, beef and cheese bits. Okay, actually sounds quite nice. I'm so addicted to them. My human has bought me 3 bags a week. Oh, sorry, my human has to buy me 3 bags a week. Only 3. Need words. Hope my present brings you hours of fun. I love the noise, and the cup and pen is from my human, so he doesn't feel left out. Sorry, my reading is terrible. The cup and pen is for your human, so he doesn't feel left out. Thank you again. My Paul, P-A-W-L, Woof, Jake. Thank you, Jake. Let's have a look what we got. without cutting myself. For Bisley's and Jumbone. Where's you go? Bisley, you got some presents? Come here. These are off Jake. Look, come on. Come on. There you go. This is off Jake. Okay, got that one. Yes, you're having a look. Some tasty treats. Some schmackos, you like them? Yeah. Mm. What's that? What's that? Look at that! Yeah, I can see what's going to happen with this. Let's get the thing off. There you go. Ready? There you go. I'm sure we'll go and play with that. What else we got? We got a pen. This I haven't even told you who it's from yet. These from Jake and Martin at Kai Water Plants and Rants. And there's my Kai Water Plants and Rants pen. And a mug to go with my collection over there. And Kai Water Rants and Plants. Lovely mug. Oh. And a screw. I know I've got a screw loose, Martin, but that's taking the mick. But thank you so much. Yes, and you. Come and say thank you. Come on then. Come and say thank you to Martin and Jake. Look, these are yours. That's mine. Them are mine. Them are yours, okay? Yes, okay. He hasn't had his dinner yet, but... Come on in. Come on. Thank you. There you go. Once again, thank you, Martin. Absolutely over the moon. Our collection's growing. Cheers, mate. Job's a good one. Okay, guys. It's Thursday, so I thought I'd get these Q&A started. I just want to say a big thank you to everybody who's commented and left a question. I've had absolutely fantastic response. There's got to be 50-60 people have left questions. Some of them have asked 2 and 3 questions, so there's probably over at least 100 questions, maybe more. So I don't know what's going to come up. I haven't read them all. I've had a quick look through some of them. Graham's the other side of the camera at the moment. He's going to be asking the questions. He's got a comment, random comment generator. Yes, some of the questions I said I would look at a couple of them, and some of them could get me into trouble. So hopefully they won't come up. I won't mention any names in Sequoia. So yeah, so let's get started and see what comes up. First question, please, Graham.
And the first one is from George Brown. Glad Bisley had a fun birthday. The weed killer prints were funny. Love the Q&A idea. Do you think the expensive koi food is worth the cost?
It's difficult to say because to be honest, I don't have the really expensive stuff. So I suppose mine's more of a mid-range food, which I'm more than happy with. When I first started, I was on some cheaper food, and to be honest, yes, I can see a difference between the cheap food and the mid-range food that I'm on. There's the fish have got better appetite, the colour seem they're a bit better. There's definitely less waste in the pond and in the filters, so I can only assume that the more expensive stuff and the very expensive stuff would only be better again. So, but I can only go on by what I use, as I said, which is the mid-range. I can see the difference between that and the cheaper food. So that's all I can go on. Next question.
And this is from Thomas Breen. The footprints was hilarious. Thanks for the advice last week. Glad to say it's working. I know you have your mum's goldfish, but what happened to the koi she had?
Yeah, I've got 4 of my mum's goldfish. Unfortunately, when my mum passed away, I couldn't take any of her koi because I just had only a very small goldfish pond. It wasn't big enough to take the koi, unfortunately, so they did have to be sold. I really do wish I had room for them because she has absolutely stunning fish. I'd probably say a smallest one was probably 50 cm, and a biggest could have been close to 80, something like that. That was absolutely stunning fish. Unfortunately, I haven't got any pictures of them or anything like that, but yeah, they had to be sold, and I could only have room for some goldfish. Next question.
This is from Suffolk Koi. Hi Andy, another great video. Happy birthday to Bisley. My question is, what is your biggest and oldest koi?
Biggest and oldest. Well, they're not the same fish. My oldest koi would be one of the first ones I bought when I built the pond. I actually bought 5. I've got 3 of them left. I've got a Goromo, a Ginrin Sankey, and a Kohaku. The Kohaku is the one that's lost all its colour. It's just virtually pure white now. And as I said in the previous videos, I'm a bit disappointed with them on their growth wise. But my biggest fish has got to be Henrietta, which is my shagoi. Can't remember the size now, I got written down somewhere, but she's put a lot of size on. I'm really pleased with her growth. So that's my biggest, and those are my oldest. Next question.
This is from Billy Barnett. My question is, can I have a pen, and do you sell them?
Unfortunately, I don't sell them. I had the pens made up just to do for giveaways and things like that. So yeah, I don't sell them, but you are in the draw for the pen. So hopefully, fingers crossed, hopefully you might be lucky enough to win one. Next question.
This is from Tony Poacher. The footprints, ROFL. Looking forward to see if you build your own fry filtration. Q&A. What is the most you would spend on a koi?
Okay. The price, I mean, koi are so varied in price. You can spend thousands on a koi. I definitely wouldn't go that far. I just couldn't afford to. But I must say, I do like to, when I buy a koi, I like to have it at a reasonably small size so I can actually watch it grow. I think the most I've actually spent on a koi so far is about the £100 mark. But yeah, if I see the right fish, I'm prepared to go more. I can't say how much, but depends on the fish. Stick one, 250, 300 maybe. Who knows? All depends on the fish and what's out there and where I see it at the time. So yeah. Next, please.
This is from Gifter Koi. Decked at your footprints. I think that means laughed at your footprints. My questions are, you getting Bisley a playmate, or is one enough? Be interesting to see your fry setup.
Yeah, fry setup, you never know. Be interested to see myself. And I think Bisley, to be honest, one's enough. he's more than enough at the moment. I couldn't cope with another one like him. He's big enough diva as it is. So yeah, I don't think I'll be getting him a playmate. I do take him for his walks, and Graham takes him for his walks. He goes out 2 or 3 times a day, and he's got a lot of friends and playmates at the park, and that he meets and goes out and sees. So he gets enough interaction with the other dogs from his playmates that way. So yeah, at the moment I don't think I'll be getting another one. So one's enough. Next question, please.
This is from Fred Berry. Great update, Andy. What do you do for a living?
I'm a plant mechanic. I repair machinery, tractors, things like that. Ride-on mowers, trimmers, hedge cutters, all that type of stuff. So a machinery mechanic, plant mechanic. I've been doing that for a few years now, so really enjoy doing it. So yeah. Next.
And the next one is from Mr. Koyagi. Question: how much would you sell Bisley for, or what koi would you swap him for? Only joking, Bisley mate.
He's looking all sad now, thinks I'm going to sell him. No, he's priceless. No amount of money would buy him. He's my boy. I'd never swap him, never sell him. Now if you'd asked the question, how much would I sell Graham for or swap him? He's giving me daggers now. Box of donuts? Who knows? Oh, I'm going to suffer now. Yeah, Bisley, never sell him. Graham, not so bad. Sorry, Graham. Next, please.
This is from Luke Stoneman. Sorry, the footprints were hilarious. That made me chuckle. Did you make your feeding ring? If so, what materials did you use?
I think everybody likes my footprints, my schoolboy error. I think they're all laughing at that one. Yes, I did make the feeding ring myself. There's actually a video of this further back somewhere. If you ever look back, I did a video on it. But if I remember rightly, it was actually 43mm black waste pipe, which I bought from Screwfix. All the pipe and the connections are from Screwfix. As I said, there is a video further back on building it. So yeah, there you go. Next question.
This is from Keeping It Koi. Hey Andy, for your competition I have two questions. What's your favourite breed of koi, and what's your biggest mistake in koi keeping?
My favourite koi, it's got to be the Goshki. I still love a Goshki. My biggest mistake at the moment, I'd say doing this Q&A, but seriously, my biggest mistake, oh God, I think I should have gone bigger. Yeah, definitely should have gone bigger. When I actually was going to started to build the pond, my initial plans, my footprint was actually probably a third bigger than it is now, at least a third bigger. And I've got a rubber liner, and when I was pricing it up, it was all on a budget. I was doing everything on a budget, so I had to stick to a budget. And when I was pricing it up, seeing the price of what my liner was going to be, my jaw hit the floor. So I decided to go smaller. So my biggest mistake was I should have gone bigger. I should have found that extra money. I should have waited a bit longer and saved up and gone bigger. At the moment, around 10,000 litres. It would probably have been closer to 15,000. So that was my biggest mistake I made so far. I think should have gone bigger. Next.
This is from Canada Koi. Always a great watch, Andy. Looking forward to see what you do with building the fry tanks. What will you ask Santa to get you and Bisley for Christmas?
Ooh, what will I ask Santa to get me and Bisley for Christmas? Well, I don't really ask Santa for anything. I get what I'm given. But definitely Bisley. I'm going to ask Santa to get him lots of treats, lots of toys, and be spoiled even more than he is now, which I'm sure he will be. Next question.
This is from Matthew Posser. Schoolboy error. We've all done them, mate. Was funny though. Keeping koi is not a cheap hobby, but rewarding. Do you think you'll ever go to Japan to pick a koi? Yeah, schoolboy error again. Would I ever go to Japan? Obviously, I would love to go to Japan. I think every koi keeper probably would, but it wouldn't be cheap. And as I'm always on a budget, so unless circumstances change or win the lottery or something, I'm never going to afford to do it. But on top of that, unless I could take Bisley with me and my boy, I wouldn't do it. Bisley goes if Bisley can't go, I don't go. It's very rare he's left on his own. He comes everywhere with us. Even go shopping. So if we go shopping, one of us has to stay in the car. While we go shopping, we don't leave him. It's very rare he's left on his own. So yeah, unless you could come with me, I wouldn't do it. And I haven't got on the budget, but I'd love to, definitely.
Next please.
This is from My Koi Journey. Hi mate, my question is that your forever pond? If not, what would you do differently on your next one?
Can never say never, so I'd like to say no, it's not my forever pond. And as I said previously, question not so long ago, what would I do different? The mistake I made was not going bigger, so I would definitely go bigger. I would go deeper, and I think I'd like a window. Definitely, yeah. So that's the three things. That's the things I'd like to change on it. Next.
This is from Sam Carter Jr. Hi Andy, would you buy Israeli koi or just Japanese?
Well, in fact, I have got both. I've got some Israeli koi, and I've got some Japanese koi. It's a big debate. Some people say, oh, it's got to be Japanese, don't buy Israeli. But for me, honest, personally, if I like the look of a fish, I like the look of a fish. I don't mind where it's from. So long that I've got some, I only use a few dealers, 2 or 3 dealers that I ever go to, and I'll stick to those because I'm very happy with the service I get and the quality of their fish. So yeah, I've got some Japanese that I'm happy with, and I've got some Israeli I'm really happy with. My Sankey is Israeli, and that's probably one of the fastest growing fish I've had. It's growing faster than anybody else, and it's in cracking condition, good quality. So if I like the look of a fish, I like the look of a fish. I don't mind where it comes from. If it's nice, it's nice. Next question.
This is from Marik's Koi Pond. What do you call a spider with no legs? You did say ask a question on anything.
Now, I've actually already answered this in the comments to Mary. So the answer to this question was, what do you call a spider with no legs? It's actually a dried currant. And I also asked him a question, if you remember, what was the question I asked? What do you call 2 recently married spiders? I think it was a question, something like that. And he actually gave me the answer, he knew the answer, so, but I'm not going to tell you. So if you know the answer to that one, you know what to do, leave it in the comments down below. What you call 2 recently married spiders? Comment below. Next question.
This is from Ian Fulwell. Love the underwater footage, some lovely koi mate. What are your thoughts on a drum filter versus DIY filters?
Firstly, thank you. Yes, I'm very happy with something with my koi, very happy indeed. Drum filter versus DIY. Now, as you all know, I love a DIY filter and a DIY build, but you know, you've got to love a drum filter. Yes, I'm never going to say never on a drum filter. You never know. They're absolutely fantastic, and yes, as you all know, Brighty, he's got a DIY build on a drum filter. And again, I'm not discounting that, but I do love I actually love the process of actually cleaning the filter. It's actually, I find that part of the fun and enjoyment, actually cleaning the filters out and getting, not dirty as such, but getting into the filters and seeing what condition are in and what's coming out. So yeah, there's merits for both. I would never say never to a drum filter, but I do love a DIY. Next question.
This is from Lau Magro, the French Koi Nection. So my question for your Q&A is, now that you've been running your pond for a few years, and if you had the money, would you change anything, filter setup or position or else with your pond?
Oh, thanks, Lau. Again, I covered these a little bit in some other questions. Yeah, there's things obviously change. As I said, I'd like to go bigger, deeper. The problem with going deeper, as I said in previous videos as well, that when I built the pond, I dug down and I hit bedrock, so that makes it a bit difficult going deeper. So the only way I could make it deeper was actually to come further out the ground, which, you know, is a possibility. Make it deeper that way, and obviously I'd love a window. Filtration, as I've said, I do love a DIY filter, and I'm really happy with the filters I've got. But this actually brings up a good point made up by another YouTuber. It was Steve from Cat and I. Actually raised this product, this comment, with a drum filter. His reasoning behind having a drum filter, which I thought was a really good. Actually, it did make me think. If I wanted to go on holiday, would my pond and my filters be fine to be left on their own? And obviously with my filters, that's a no. I would obviously, mine need, especially in the summer, they need cleaning every 2 to 3 days, and the Easy Pod needs flushing out, and my Backy River filter floss needs changing and cleaning. So it couldn't be left up to run on its own. So that's a good merit for a drum filter. It looks after itself, it cleans itself, you have no problems with it. So I'm never, as I said, I'm never going to discount a drum filter, because that could be something I might look into further down the line. But at the moment I haven't got the budget, so it's going to do what I do. There is neighbours that do mine if I do want to go away. I've got friends and neighbours that can come and help, and they look after it. And as I said, there's somebody recently local to me who's got a pond, and he's would more than happy to come around and look after it for me and feed them that way. So there is options that way, but can't discount a filter, a drum filter. Next question.
This is from Steve Nuttall. Great video. Happy belated birthday to Bisley. Do you do pond visits?
Thank you for the birthday to Bisley. Thank you for that. I've done one pond visit so far. So my mate Leon, Budget Pond Keeping, had a great time having a visit with him. And yes, I would love to do more pond visits. Obviously we're at the end of the season now, so hopefully next year I can get some more pond visits done, depending on work, and I am trying to renovate the cottage. That takes up a lot of my time as well, but hopefully I can get a bit of time and to go out and do some pond visits. So you never know where I'm going to be. Watch this space, and we'll see you next year. Next question.
This is from Mr. Koyagi. Question: how much would you sell Bisley for, or what koi would you swap him for? Only joking, Bisley mate.
I'm going to answer this question. Yeah, it's random generators bringing the same question up again. Already answered that one. So next question.
This is from Jolly Koi. Hi Andy, great video mate. I am cuffed. I think that means I am chuffed. Bisley had a great 2 days birthday. He's more than welcome. Thank you for the shout out. I did laugh at your schoolboy error. At least it will grow back. I have just one question, and it doesn't have to be answered in the draw. But what is Bisley's favourite treat? All the best, Tel.
You're more than welcome on the shout out, Tel. Well deserved, lovely pond. And yes, it will grow back, unlike my hair. Now, Bisley's favourite treat, well, he's a Labrador, so he'll eat virtually anything. But I've got to say, his favourite treat, I've got a big ear for saying this, he'll get all excited. His favourite treat is a pig's ear. He loves a pig's ear. He goes absolutely balmy for them. I don't give him too many, but I give him a couple of 2 or 3 a week maybe. He'll have a pig's ear, and it goes absolutely balmy for them. So he's looking at me now. You can have one later. Yeah, next question please.
This is from J Mac. Hi Andy, thanks for sharing. I've always wanted to know why you pump feed from your bottom drain to filter rather than use it gravity.
Right, yeah, I did a video on this, pump fed versus gravity fed, and explained why mine the way it is on the pump fed. Reason being, yes, it's an in-ground pond, but it's also out of the ground, but it's only out of the ground, top of the water level, 14, 15 inches maybe, something like that. So unfortunately it has to be pump fed, because where my filter house is, my filter setup, if you actually look in the filter house, there's actually a drain cover, so I couldn't actually dig down to put the filters any lower in the ground, because of drainage and everything else in that situation. So it had to be pump fed and gravity fed back. But if I do change it, like I said, I may raise the walls a little bit to go a bit higher, so hopefully it may be able to be turned into a gravity fed. You never know, we'll see what happens, but that's why I've got it at the moment. And next,
this is from Simon Vale. Oh, so many questions, where do I start? Okay, my question is, when are you coming up to Blackpool area so I can buy you a pint and Bisley a bone?
Cheers, Simon. As I said, yeah, I'd love to do some pond visits next year, hopefully. So you never know where I'm gonna, if and when I can do it, where I'm gonna be. But I'd love to take you up on the offer of a pint. I'm sure Bisley will be more than happy to accept a bonio. So you never know. Watch this space, see where I end up next year. Next.
This is from Paul Wheeler. I must admit I laughed at the schoolboy error. I think we've all done that at least once. How do you stop your koi destroying your lilies? I have tried and even put mesh over them to stop access to the baskets, but the koi destroyed them as they grew through the mesh.
I don't really do anything to stop them. Yeah, I've got mesh over the lilies baskets myself. That was just when I had the smaller gravel in there, really, to stop them digging in there. I've got bigger stones in there now to help weigh it down, and that'll help stop moving that. But I've done nothing really. I honestly believe it's something to do with the variety on the lily. And I know Righty has got the, I think Laurie's got the same lily that I've got. He's got two lilies in his. I think he's got the same variety as me, and he's got another one, and they destroyed his other lily but left the same variety of mine. I can't remember the name of the variety at the moment. Can you remember?
European white.
There you go. A European white lily. Thank you, Graham. So it's a European white lily, and they seem to leave it alone. They have a little bit when the new shoots start to come up, but they don't pay that much attention to it. So maybe something to do with that. And as I said, I know Righty has it, and they seem to leave his alone as well. So maybe it's that. Next question.
This is from Martin Dams. Your channel is great, but what made you decide to start the channel?
Thank you, Martin. I think I've said this before as well. I didn't actually start the channel as a koi channel. I actually started it as a diary sort of thing for friends and family. I've got family all around the country, and you know, abroad. Graham's got relatives abroad as well. So it was really for that, to show, you know, I'd recently moved house to a new property. So it was showing that I built the pond and having Bisley as well. It was just a diary for that, and more people. I honestly weren't expecting any subscribers at all, just apart from friends and family. But then I got a couple of subscribers, and they asked a couple of questions about the pond. Then I got more and more people asking about the pond, and the channel sort of changed. It changed into a koi channel, and it changed into Derby Koi, and it's become what it is today. And I can only put that down to all you, my subscribers. I can't thank you enough for all your support and everything else you've done. So thank you for that, and hopefully just keep growing and keep getting better. So thanks again. Next question.
This is from Dave Potter Jr. I'm a new subscriber and I love the channel. As a newbie to koi keeping, what koi would you recommend to add to your pond?
I can only go off personal experience, but for me, I've got to say, every pond really could do with the shag eye. I had obviously had fish before my shag eye, and they were very skittish. They wouldn't come up, and they wasn't very friendly as fish. But when I bought my shag eye, it was only I can't remember how big it was. It's probably less than 12 inches, if I remember rightly. It's probably 8 or 9 inches maybe. I can't remember how big he was, but as soon as I put her in, within on 2 days, something like that. She was up, firstly feeding out my hand within 2 days, and she really encouraged the others as well. They became more friendly. I mean, you can't get a more friendlier fish than a shag eye. So yeah, I would say every pond should have at least one shag eye, unless you're low and she'd love to have 20 shag eye in a pond. I know she would. But yeah, one of the friendliest fish out there. So I would recommend a shag eye to any pond. Next question.
This is from Robert Hill Kirby. Hi Andy, really funny with the weed killer footprints. Seems the covers are helping hold good temperatures. Do you think you'd ever heat the pond?
I've got to say at the moment, no. As you know, as I said, I'm on a budget. I don't think I could justify the cost of the running cost of heating the pond. Yeah, if I had the money, I'd love to heat, maybe the air source heat pump, but I can't afford to heat the pond. The covers are doing really well. I'm more than happy with them, and last year was really my first winter with the covers on and the koi, and I'm very happy with the temperature it went down to. It didn't go down that low. But if the weatherman said we're going to have some extreme severe cold temperatures, where there's a chance that my pond temperatures could drop drastically, I would get some sort of a heater for emergencies. Maybe just one of those I call them ice heaters things, 300 watt or something, 600 watts I think now, something like that, and I'd put that in the pond just so obviously it doesn't freeze and there's that warm spot in there. But if I think the temperature's got drastically low, anything lower than 4 degrees really, I would, and that wasn't helping, I would consider getting a inline heater just for emergencies to stop it going below that 4 degrees. But I can't justify paying for heating at the moment. I can't afford it. So yeah, there you go. Next.
This is from Brian Davis. Follow the footprints. Laugh. I have done the same, Andy. As the year closes, what's the most memorable koi memory you've had?
Most memorable koi memory. There's been a lot this year. Trying to think. Yeah. My most memorable one is sat behind me at the moment. I had a visit from a couple of subscribers, from Gareth and his daughter Ellis. Had a lovely visit, and I've got to say my most memorable thing from this year, or since been having koi really, is receiving that from Ellis, my painting of my Atsuri, and she named it Kimchi. That's definitely my most memorable thing since keeping koi, not just this year. I'm absolutely over the moon with it, and I really hope that Ellis is continuing with her artwork, because that is only going to get better, and I can't wait to see some of your other artwork that you do. So yeah, definitely that, and again, thank you so much, Ellis. I really do appreciate it. Next.
This is from Cat and I Koi. If you were busy for 24 hours, what would you do?
If I was busy for 24 hours, what would I do? I'd say sit in my own chair, because I never get a chance to sit in it. It's always a my bloody chair. As soon as I get out of it, he's in there. When I come home from work, he's sat in my chair, and he's normally asleep, so I can't kick him off the chair because he's asleep. So I end up sitting, most nights I end up sitting on the floor because he's in my chair. So if I was busy for 24 hours, I'd say I'd lounge about in my own chair. Next.
This is from Carol James. Interesting to see your fry tank build and what filtration you decide to have. Would you ever enter a koi into a show?
Would I ever enter a koi into a show? At the moment I've got to say no. I don't think my koi are anywhere near show standard. Yeah, I love my koi. I think I got some nice koi, but I don't think they're anywhere near koi standard. But you never know what koi I could get later on, because I'm hoping to get a couple more next year, move a couple on and get a couple more. So you never know what I'm going to get and what they're going to turn into. Never say never, but at the moment I'd say no. Next, please.
This is from Mary Clark. Hi Andy, great update and funny, haha. What was the first koi channel you subscribed to, and are you still?
Well, my first koi channel. Yeah, my first koi channel was actually before I actually had koi. Oh God, it's got to be, how long? 6 years maybe. As I said, my mum had previously had koi, so I always had an interest in them. But I had a goldfish pond, and I subscribed to this channel 6 years ago, and it was righty. So it's got to be 6, maybe even longer. And I had, before I even had a channel myself, I don't think I was even subscribed to YouTube, but Graham was. So Graham actually subscribed to Righty, and he actually used to write on there and comment 6 years ago. So Righty probably don't even know that. So yeah, probably over 6 years I've been following Righty, and we watched every video right from the start up to now, and I still watch him. So yeah, this is the first one, and I'm still subscribed, and I love his channel. Next.
This is from Alan West. Hi Andy, just subscribed. Been watching a lot of your videos and I've built one of your feeding rings. Much better than them small blue ones. Can I ask what microscope do you recommend?
Firstly, I want to say thank you for subscribing. Really appreciate it. And hopefully the feeding ring's doing good for you. Microscopes. I can only go by personal experience. I've got I think it's called a Bresna. Yeah, Bresna. I'm very happy with it. I mean, there's so many out there. You don't have to spend a fortune on a scope. Just do your research. There's some quality cheap scopes out there that people use and get some good things out of them. But yeah, personally, I've got the Bresna. I was looking at that one, and I looked at the Practitioner. Some very good reviews on that as well. And I think the Bresna and Practitioner were the ones that most people recommended. But as I said, there's some others out there that people use, and they get some good results from them. And you don't just mean to spend a fortune on there, but I can only go on personal experience where I've got, and I'm more than happy with it. Next.
This is from Martin Arch. Hi Andy, glad all is well with you all, and undercover footage was great. Where did Bisley get his name from? Other than fish, what hobbies do you have?
First, hobbies. I like to fish. I haven't been fishing for a few years, to be honest, and I'd love to start fishing again. And as for Bisley's name, actually, it can actually answer both two questions in one with that. I actually like and enjoy clay pigeon shooting as well. And I've got a friend who invited me down. I went to see him, to see my friend, or we went to see a friend down in Surrey, and we went out. He invited me to go out clay pigeon shooting, and he took me to a shooting ground called Bisley, and had a great time. I've been there a couple of times now. Really enjoy going down there. And when I had my boy, I was thinking of a name, and it just popped in my head, the name Bisley. I thought I really like that name for a dog. So that's where his name come from. It is a different spelling. I have spelt it differently. My boy spelt with Bisley with a Z, but Bisley in Surrey is spelt with an S. So that's where it came from, and I just thought it was an unusual name, and I really liked it. So yeah, there you go. Next question.
This is from Ethel Wright. Glad Bisley had a great birthday. Your grass mishap made me smile. It's so sad to see the covers go on, but your underwater footage was lovely. Are you glad you started a koi channel?
This schoolboy era is going to haunt me, I think. Yes, my schoolboy era was I did laugh myself. What was the question? I forgot the question. Something about, what was the question, Greg? I can't remember the question. Have you gone off it now? Yeah, he's gone off that question. So, something about starting a koi channel. Did I enjoy starting a koi channel? I think it was, wasn't it? That was it. Right. Yes. Do I enjoy doing my koi channel? I gotta say, love it to bits. Yeah. When I first started, I was very nervous with it. When it started growing into a koi channel, I was very nervous being on film and talking to a camera. But yeah, I absolutely love it to bits. I really enjoy doing the channel. I enjoy the filming part of it, and I enjoy all aspects of it. I even enjoy the editing, because I don't do it. That's Graham's. Graham does all the editing. So yeah, I really enjoy it. I've been going to the shows, meeting people. It's been absolutely fantastic. But I've got to say, the koi community, what I've seen of it is absolutely fantastic. The people I've met, the people who comment, and I've learnt so much from doing the koi channel, from your comments and your suggestions and things like that. It's just phenomenal, and so many nice people out there. We can have some really good fun banter with a lot of people out there, and it's absolutely fantastic. And as you've seen from a couple of days ago, the parcel I received from Martin at Cold Water Plants and Rants, the community is just fantastic. I can't wait for this season to be over and next season to start, so we can get them covers off and really get into it again. And fingers crossed, do something in the Koi's fry tank next year. And I'm looking forward to meeting more people and hopefully pond visits and the koi shows and everything else. So yeah, absolutely love doing the channel. I think that's what you asked anyway. Next question.
This is from Budget Pond Keeping. Nice one, mate. Really hope you get the grow on up and running next year. That would be brilliant to follow. The question: will you be building a new pond at any point, or making the existing one bigger?
Thanks, Leon. Cheers for that. Yeah, hopefully the fry tank next year. Fingers crossed I can get it sorted if the budget is there. And again, thanks for the mug. Another one. As I think I might have answered some of these questions earlier, but am I going to be doing the pond next year? I'd love to make it bigger, but again, all down to budget. If I can, then yes, I will change it if I can afford it. Even if it's just making it bigger and buying a new liner, going that way. Maybe go a bit deeper, who knows, but fingers crossed, you never know. If I win the lottery, I'm going to have a mega one. And a mega pond. But that's just a dream, you never know. But yeah, so there you are. Fingers crossed, who knows. Next question.
This is from KR. Bisley looking good as always. No doubt he enjoyed being spoiled for his birthday, not once, but twice. Fish looking quite happy based on your underwater footage. We all have our favourite variety of koi. What is your favourite, and has that changed from when you first started keeping koi?
Yeah, he had a fantastic birthday. Lots of toys, a lot of presents. My favourite, as I said, my favourite koi is a goshki. Love a goshki. But the tastes, yes, tasting koi do change. I'll always like a goshki. I've always liked them. Wasn't that long ago I had a thing for a ginrin. I've got a ginrin shagai, ginrin sanki, ginrin kohaku. But I'd say I'm moving more towards at the moment to Deutz. I just got to think. I don't know what it is about them. Something about Deutz fish I like. So yeah, hopefully next year if I can move a couple on and I get some more fishing, I might go another Deutz in. So you never know, maybe 2. So yeah, we'll see. Not sure how many we've got left, but as I said, there's a hell of a lot to go. So I think we'll probably do a couple more, and hopefully you've enjoyed these so far. I've enjoyed answering them. There's been great questions, but I don't know how many there is, but I've got to be on this a while now. So yeah, if you want me to do any more questions, there's probably a load more to answer. I'll do a few more, but if you want me to do any more, do another Q&A and answer some of the other questions, I'm more than happy to do that. As you know, leave a comment down below and we'll get on. So let's do another couple more and we'll see how it goes. Next question.
This is from Kathy Gregg. Hope beautiful Bisley had a great birthday. The footprints were funny, lol. How long have you and Graham been together, and is Bisley your first dog?
I've got to get this right firstly. Yes, Bisley's my first dog. Well, our first dog. I had dogs when I was younger, but they were more my parents, and obviously Graham had them as well. How long have we been together? I'm getting the look from him now. I need to get this right. God, how long have we been together? I could feel, if you only could feel the tension here coming here at the moment. Let me think. We're trying to work on it. Right, let me think. Hopefully I get this right. In January, we've been together. He's giving me the daggers here. Now, if I get this right, he'll smile. If I get this wrong, I'll definitely get the daggers. 32 years. 32 years in January. So at the moment, it's been 31. Thanks for that one. Yeah, 32 years. 32 happy years. I've got to add that in, so I'll never do the end of it. 32 years, yes, thank you. Next question.
This is from Phil G's Koi Pond. I'm an avid follower of your channel and I'm just starting out with my own YouTube channel. Do you have any valuable information to kickstart my channel in the right direction?
Again, thanks for subscribing. Yeah, advice. When I started my channel, I got some good advice from fellow YouTubers, and I'm still getting some good advice up to now. The likes of Devon Koi Pond, James the Koi Whisperer, Righty, people like that, so gave me some great advice. So my advice to you is be yourself. That's from me personally, I say be yourself. Film what you want to film and what you enjoy to film. If you enjoy filming it, people, and you come across that you're enjoying it, you know, people will enjoy watching it as well. Get some content on your channel. Get some content out there. Once you start getting content, subscribers will follow. If somebody is kind enough to leave you a comment, because we all love a good comment, I love to receive the comments and read them. If somebody does leave a comment, try your best to respond to everybody. It will get to a point that it gets difficult, but I do like to respond to all the comments as I can. When I first started leaving comments on other people's channels, it was great to receive feedback and a comment back on them. Like, oh, it's the likes of Righty and James and Devon Koi, those, you know, them people who I started to watch when I first commented, and they left a response. Oh, he's responded back to me. I was so happy, and that's how I feel. You know, that's why I want to respond to people's comments. Also, if you watch other channels, I'm assuming you do. If you're watching these channels, give them a thumbs up, leave a comment on there, get your name there. So people do read the comments. I read comments on all these other people's videos. I like to read their comments, and I see a new channel on there. Oh, I don't that's somebody new. Who's that? And I'll pop over and have a look at their channel. And I'm subscribed to God knows how many. I'm subscribed to. I've lost count. But you know, yeah, I can't watch everybody all the time, but I like to catch up on various videos. But if I can comment, watch it and comment, leave a comment. If you're going to watch a video, leave a comment. That'll be appreciate it, and hopefully get back to you. It just gets you seen out there. But biggest thing for me, be yourself and enjoy it. Just, I love what I'm doing this channel, and reading the comments, responding to them. So yeah, that's my advice to you. Be yourself. Get your name out there by leaving comments and replying to your comments as well. But that's it really. Yeah, I'll say we'll leave it there for now, because I said there's a load to do. Hopefully you've enjoyed these. I've enjoyed answering them. Yeah, some are a bit 32 years. I think I got that right. Yeah, so if you'd like to see more, I'm sure there's more questions, I'm assuming, Grace. I think there's probably close to 100 questions, so I know I haven't answered that many. So if you want me to do some more questions and do another bit of Q&A answers and whatever, leave a comment down below. I'm more than happy to do it. But that's it for now. As I said, hope you enjoyed it. Thanks again for everybody who has left a comment and left a question. I've got the draw to do for the pen. I've got to sort that out now. So back with you for that one. See you in a bit. Okay guys, so we're in the comment generator. As we said, to be entered into the pen you need to put the question mark, which we've got in there. Oh, that was my fault. So we'll get the comments, confirm on that one. Okay, and good luck. Here we go, and the winner is Tony Poacher. Well done, Tony. Congratulations on that one. If you can get in contact with me via Facebook, send me a message on there, or send me an email and send me your name, obviously name and address, but send me your address. I'll get that out to you as soon as I can. Congratulations, mate. Well done. There you go. Congratulations, Tony. As I said, get in touch with me. I'll get that out to you. And once again, big thank you to everybody who asked me a question. And as I said, if you wanted me to do another one of these, answer some more questions, leave it in the comments down below. And that's it for now. Once again, Martin, thank you so much for business treats and his toy. I'm sure that's really going to drive me crazy when he starts getting on with that one. That's, oh, he's up. Yeah, so big thanks again. So thank you to everybody. That's it for now. So until the next one, stay safe. Job's a good one.